Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle Debate and to my predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver 2022. Yes, that's right, WrestleMania isn't the only big WWE show this weekend. We've also got a big NXT show, and yeah, the card's looking good for the show and I'm really looking forward to this one. So yeah, let's get straight into my predictions, starting off with a very interesting match, and that is LA Knight versus Gunther. And Gunther, obviously he's had a bit of a splash on NXT since he made his re-return, not Gunther but Gunther, but that's besides the point. And then you've got LA Knight, who seems to be really over at the moment, and yeah, mixing out with the top guys, and that makes it really hard to call. But yeah, I just feel like Gunther just coming over for the first time. LA Knight seems like the sort of guy who can eat a loss, really. So yeah, I think Gunther coming over, just look at the guy. I think a big win to kick his NXT 2.0 career off properly would be great for him. Moving on then, to the tag team title match, and that's Imperium versus MSK versus the Dusty Cup winners, the Creed brothers. And yeah, for me, this just feels like the opportune moment for the Creed brothers. I mean, like, Imperium and MSK have been around for a while now, haven't they, really? And yeah, maybe it's just time for them to move on to the next generation, which is what they seem to be doing in NXT 2.0 recently, which makes me think they'll put the new stars over. So yeah, I'm going to say the Creed brothers. Moving on then to the NXT Women's title match, and that's Mandy Rose versus Io Shirai versus Cora Jade versus Kaylee Ray. And yeah, for me this is a hard one to call, because I'm kind of in two minds. I don't think Io Shirai will win it, to be honest. I think she could well be going to the main roster after WrestleMania, but we'll see. But then you've got Cora Jade and Kaylee Ray. I doubt Kaylee Ray will win it, but it's for me between Cora and Mandy. But personally, I just can see Mandy sticking around with the belt for a bit longer. She's an established star, and yeah, I think she really suits the NXT 2.0 brand, so I can see her retaining. Next up is Toxic Attraction versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. And yeah, for me this is an interesting one. Yeah, I've gone for Mandy for the women's. But yeah, and I just don't feel like Toxic Attraction will lose the title. I think as long as Mandy has it, they'll have it, just to keep them as like the reigning of NXT. And this whole Gonzalez and Kai thing just seems to have come up so suddenly. I think it's been a bit rushed, and maybe could leave to another feud if they have nothing to do. So yeah, I could go either way, but I'm going for Toxic Attraction in this one. Moving on then to the 5-man ladder match, and yeah, this is a really interesting one. I kind of do feel like it's been booked as like a ladder match, obviously for a great match, but it's also a way of getting the title of Carmelo Hayes, and I'm kind of torn on which way it will go, to be honest. I mean, like, could you get a Sakura or a Ruler, potentially Escobar? I feel like he's been a bit around. But yeah, just the story they've been giving Cameron Grimes recently, and they seem to be giving him a push. It makes me think that maybe Cameron Grimes could leave as a new North American champion. Be a bit of a surprise, but maybe a transitional reign. It would be interesting to see. So yeah, I'm going Grimes. Moving on then to Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo at NXT Stand and Deliver. And yeah, personally, I think this could well be a match that could be Tommaso Ciampa's last in NXT. It's sad to say, but I do think that's what will happen. So yeah, it's an interesting one, this one, but I do think Tony D'Angelo will get the win, send Ciampa off, and yeah, make a star in D'Angelo. So yeah, it's got to be him for the win. But moving on then to Dolph Ziggler versus Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship. And yeah, I mean, like, it's a massive shock to everyone when Dolph Ziggler won the championship. But Braun Breaker, yeah, I mean, like, he's just the star of the NXT division at the moment, isn't he? So yeah, I think Breaker has to get the win here. And you know, for him to defeat world champion, a former world champion on WrestleMania weekend for the belt is, you know, a big way of putting him over. So yeah, I'm going to say Braun Breaker. But anyway guys, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and what's comments down below for daily wrestling news. Subscribe to the channel on the screen, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.